Good morning, guys. So it is 5 o'clock. We've got the barn all bedded, feed down. Now the only thing left to do is to get some cows in here and milk them. I've got to have my second cup of coffee before we do that. So if you are new to these videos, first of all, thank you so much for watching. I'm Taylor and I work on a dairy farm in Central Maine, and I make videos all about farm life. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That really does help us out a lot and helps us reach a lot more people. And it's never a bad thing when people know where their food comes from. So yeah, I give the calves hay as well. They eat the same thing that the cows are eating. That is, the younger calves don't eat baleage. If the cows are getting baleage, I will give them dry hay. They're not quite old enough to process baleage yet, but the ones in this pen over here who are older, they can have baleage. But this right here this morning is dry hay. So everybody's got the same thing this morning. They are waiting patiently. Even the two bulls, they're always the first ones in here. Sneaky little devils. All right, ladies. You ready? Go! That's one of the heifers. She's not even supposed to be in here. Whoa, you get taken out. There you go. We just put out a green feed bale for the heifers and the bulls, and it is an absolutely gorgeous fall morning. There's like this thick fog hanging over the lake, and the trees are all turned now. Really pretty. So we just finished milking, and if any of you are new here and you would like to see that part of things, the actual milking process, I have done several videos on that. A couple of them are actually named nighttime milking or morning milking. So if you just look through my old videos, you'll see some of that, and you can just click on that. Just watch the whole process of us actually milking the cows. But this morning has been a crazy busy morning. The cattle dealer comes, it's Monday, so he comes every Monday. We were trying to beat the rain this morning, but our nice beautiful morning has turned into a rainy day. So it's sprinkling right now. It wasn't supposed to do that until this afternoon. So I don't know how that's going to affect our plans for today, but we'll see what we get up to. Maybe it'll stop raining by the time we get the cows out. But anyway, before we do that, I did want to introduce a cow to you guys. So they're just finishing up. We give them their cornmeal after their hay, which is something that we've been doing lately, and their minerals. So they're finishing up the hay that they pushed up against the wall, swept it on top of their cornmeal, which just kind of gives them a little bit more incentive to eat it. So they're finishing that. So we gotta wait a minute to let them out so they can eat as much as they can. You guys just like to push your hay away from you, don't you? So this is the one that I wanted to introduce to you guys. This is Lou. She is a 5-year-old purebred Holstein. So we got her when she was an unbred heifer. This will be her 3rd calf. She is dried off and bagging currently, so I did want to show you guys that. That's kind of why I picked her this morning. I would say she has less than a week to go before she calves, which is going to be exciting. She's going to have a Hereford cross. We've been breeding with a Hereford for years. Selling the calves, you make quite a bit of profit off half beef calves. At least around here, it was a big deal. It still is a big deal. But now that we have to raise more replacement heifers, we have 2 dairy bulls, and we got rid of our Hereford bull. So she's going to be one of the last ones, or a group of dry ones, the last ones that are going to have Hereford cross calves. She should have a really nice big healthy calf. Actually, she's standing right next to 4 other dry cows, the whole group of them that are going to have Hereford crosses. There's one there, there, and then that side of her. So all of them are dry, so they kind of stood in a group, but you can see she is bagging nicely. She has a nice square udder, all 4 quarters, just a really beautiful cow. Something else about her is she actually has a question mark on her side. At least I think it looks like a question mark. I always thought it was pretty cute. So you can kind of tell she's changed a lot in the last few days. She's not carrying her calf quite so low. The calf is moving up. That's why I think she has less than a week to go, because not only is she bagging really nicely, but the calf is moving upward and getting ready to deliver. You can see she's uncomfortable. She's wagging her tail a lot. She's been getting up and laying down quite often. I don't know if you guys can tell in the video so much, but she does have quite a lot of swelling going on here. We'd call that edema, which is basically just water retention. Happens a lot in heifers. Not so common in a cow that's on her 3rd calf, but she does have it just slightly. It's not too bad. You can see her navel is just a little bit swollen as well. So we might give her a shot of Lasix for that, and that'll just take the swelling down. What that is just an anthranilic acid, I believe. And like I said, that's just going to take away that swelling, make her more comfortable, and also, you know, make her come into milk better and everything all around better for her. So if that gets any worse, which it probably will if she's already starting, then we'll give her a shot just to take that down some. But yeah, that is Lou, and I just wanted to show you guys that. Now, excuse me, girl. Sorry, you're drinking and I had to bug you. Excuse me, hon. So now we'll get the girls outside on the pad. They'll probably eat their green feed bale out there rather than go out to pasture, but some of them might go out to pasture anyway because they really just enjoy that. So let's get them outside. It is the next day. It actually rained completely all of yesterday. It was a washout. Just decided to go home and take it easy. Hung out with my dog, did some baking and stuff. So it was kind of a nice break, but today we're getting back to it. It's much nicer today, except it is chilly, it is cold, the wind is blowing. I don't know. It's a fall day, a harsh reminder. Probably you're wondering what I'm holding, so we've got a little bit of a project going today. Brent hurt his arm, not bad, he's okay, he just hurt it, so he's taking it easy today, but I have a project. So this, obviously, is the mirror to the truck. So I have one of them off, and I'm starting to work on the other one, but I just wanted to get that one off so I knew what I was doing and I didn't look like an idiot when I wanted to show you guys. So these are the new ones. I mean, I'm guessing they're not new, but they're much better condition than ours, obviously. These ones have cracks in them. This one was cracked because the truck tipped over on its side one time in a haylage pile, so it didn't hurt the truck really, other than you've noticed probably that the fender is all banged up a little bit, and broke this mirror. This one right here is cracked, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's a rock hit it or something, who knows. So those are the old ones, and these are the ones that we're going to be putting on. So the old ones are like a black plastic back, and these ones are like, I don't know if they're aluminum or chrome or what they are. This was actually a gift from somebody, so I don't really know who. We weren't around, and when we came back, I think we were going to pick up some supplies for the milk room. We came back, and these were sitting on Brent's four-wheeler. There was no note or anything, so if you're the one that left these, thank you very much. They're very nice, so we're going to get these on there, see how they look, so I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about spreading. We're going to be starting spreading soon. I don't know why I had to add that in there, but
before we put either of these on, and they do have, I saved, well, it looks like maybe I'll need the washer. I took off the other one, but it's got the lock nut for it and a couple washers. You just need one washer on the other side. You probably don't need it, but I'm going to put it on just in case. So let's get this one off. So it's just 1/2 inch, so I have a 1/2 inch socket and a 1/2 inch wrench with a ratcheting end, and I absolutely love these wrenches. Okay. I just fell. It's slippery. I'm assuming they don't have to be super tight. Hold on a minute. Alright, so I looked at a picture because I was a little confused as to why this bar was behind it. But it looks like that on the old ones too, so I guess that's right. I didn't tighten it a lot, just enough to hold it so you can still move it back and forth, but yeah, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. A couple washers.
try not. Oh, I almost dropped that camera. Sorry. Okay. Look, well, if I move the seat to where I'm supposed to be, I'll never be able to see. Look at that. So nice. The AC works in here now. Hopefully soon we'll have a radio. New mirrors, new seat cover. Living high. Makes me happy though, because little things in life. Some of you guys asked how come we never got a, replacement for this door panel. The reason for that is really hard to find. They don't make replacement parts for these trucks anymore. You can only get used ones. You can buy from people who have new ones, like on eBay or whatever. But that was probably 5 years ago, I think, that happened. The window fell down into the door, so we had to take the door panel apart. And when we took it apart, it just completely fell apart. So we threw it away. But when we looked into getting a new panel for this, used ones were going for $400. So probably now a used one is going for $600 to $700. Hard to justify that on a farm truck when it really works just fine. And we actually got pulled over for a check probably a couple months ago, I guess it was. Brent opened the door to talk to him, and he looked at everything, looked at all our papers and stuff, and he said, "You're good to go." So the door may not look good, but it poses no actual safety problem or anything. It just is not very pretty. But it is a good place to store your tools. Farmer ingenuity. Now we'll probably just put these ones in the shop just in case something happens. If something happens to the new one, we'll still have extras. Oops. Oh. The wind gave up and now it's hot. Put them right there. Okay. Put everything back. This goes in the other one. This goes here. I think. There we go. 1/2 inch. We have one roll of wrap left from the season. It's pretty good. Okay. A bunch of those are in the barn, so. Quite a few of these in the barn too, so I've got to go pick those up sometime. But we can do it right now because there was one other thing I wanted to show you guys in the barn. Got quite a bit of rain. Kitty's drinking out of the puddle. Okay, so what I wanted to show you is actually in the milk room. Excuse the floor, tomorrow is floor washing day, so. It's a little dirty. Ta-da! Our tankless water heater is hooked up. It took us a long time. The electrician's been super busy. He finally got a chance to come over late last week, I think it was, and he got this all hooked up. We had to run a bunch of wire. 6-2 wire, I think it was special wire, so we had to go get it. But he ran that and hooked it up, and now we can actually use this. It doesn't get super hot, so the only thing we actually use it for is to wash machines and also to run the rinses that don't have to be super warm. And then we use our boiler water strictly for the hot water washes, which helps a lot to keep our temperature up. If you don't know, we had been having trouble with our PI count, which is just, I think it's called I think it stands for preliminary incubation. Don't quote me on that, but basically just bacteria, like how long of a shelf life your milk has. And we were having trouble keeping that down because long barn pipeline, difficult to keep it clean, especially when you don't have super hot water. So that's what we narrowed it down to. This wasn't staying hot enough long enough. So that's why we got this puppy. And that, you just turn it one crank and you can watch it. The digital readout of the temperature, so you can see that's climbing. It is really slow. If you make it go any faster, it turns down the temperature quite a lot. So you just have to wait a while for it to fill the sink. It's not a big deal. You can do other things while it's filling. And I think the highest it goes is 131. It'll stop right there. But it'll stay like that and fill the entire sink. Yeah. So we haven't actually gotten any tests back yet, but we're curious to see if that helps out. It's bound to help out because our water is staying so much hotter since we're only using it for our hot water acid washes and also our hot soap washes. We've been keeping the counts down anyway. This was actually last May, I think, that we figured out we had a problem, or, you know, the previous May. It seems like it was a long time ago, but we've been keeping it under control just by using more chemicals, more acid and stuff to keep the pipelines clean. But it gets expensive to use that much chemicals. Heavy duty chemicals like that are really expensive right now. So got that hooked up and we're gonna see how much that helps. The reason that we don't have a regular tank water heater is because in that kind of moist environment, they do not last more than a couple years. They rust out on the bottom. Even if we had our last one sitting up on a tray to keep it off the ground, and it still rusted right out and just ended up ruining it. So that's a lot of money to have to spend every couple years, and we really don't need a big water heater like that. We just need enough to fill a sink for our washes twice a day, washing the machines and running our rinses twice a day, something that that little tankless water heater seems to be doing very well. So far, I am really impressed with it, so we'll see how that goes, but it is 12 o'clock right now, so I guess that's about it for today. Looks like I'll get another afternoon of taking it easy. I do have to come back early and bale some hay. But Brent has to rest his arm, so hopefully he's feeling better by tonight. He has been milking and everything, but he just is in a lot of pain trying to lift his arm up. I guess he fell out of the skid steer somehow. I don't know if he tripped on something. I don't know if he hit his shoulder or what, but he's getting better. Yesterday was worse. Today he seems a little bit better. So hopefully if he rests today, he'll feel better. There's a lot of traffic here today. But yeah, that is all the new stuff I wanted to show you. And the project I wanted to show you, we got that done like 10 minutes maybe. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we have something exciting happen. So it is 2 days later, and on our afternoon check of the cows, I just go out in the freestall and make sure that everybody's doing okay, especially the cow we're keeping an eye on because she's close to calving. We do not put them in a maternity pen. When they have the freestall and everything, the cows were hanging out in the freestall. Half of them were in the freestall and half of them were out on the pad all day. She was in the freestall, so I kept a really close eye on her, came and checked her every once in a while, and the last check, which would have been about 3 o'clock, she was just finishing up calving, so I hung around and just made sure she was all set. She had him on her own, well, her actually, it's a heifer, an adorable little heifer. I'll take you guys up and show you her. But she had her unassisted. They're both doing well. She is leaking colostrum just a little bit, so we're gonna be using our portable milking machine just to take a little tiny bit out of her. We're not gonna milk her out completely. When we have a cow that just calves, the first milking, we will milk them out just enough to feed the calf. The second milking, we'll milk them a little bit more. And then the third milking, we'll milk them out entirely. It just cuts down on the chances that the cow will get milk fever, which is a low blood calcium level. So she'll probably clean within the next hour. I actually left a stall open next to the calf. We put them in a small pen for about a week, just to make sure they're not with any other calves that could step on them or suck on them or anything like that. So she is in a pen in the middle, and when we put her there, I'm gonna have to clean you out because you're taking a crap. Couldn't have backed up just a little bit. She said, "It's been through an ordeal, leave me alone." Pretty sure when she was calving, she thought she was dying. She was making some horrible noises. Once she saw the calf, it was all good. But then when we brought her in, we put the calf in the pen, and she came in and walked up there by her and then turned around and walked back down here to the stall. There was a stall open right next to her calf, and she chose not to go there. Brent just started the milk room, so we've got to get going. But first, I will take you guys down and show you baby. Here she is. Your little princess. Hi. And she is cold. Oh, it's okay, honey. Yes. She said I ate off mom a little bit. Yes, but now she's tired. Good girl. Whoa, whoa, hey, hold on. Crazy little girl.
Huh?
She's a crazy little girl.
Cute little bugger.
She is cute. I guess I gotta hold you like this. Okay. Okay. Whoa! Oh no no! There you go. You all done? Good girl. Oh, hold on. There you go.
Her name?
I'm calling her Spaz. Cause she's crazy. So we are almost finished for the night. It took a little bit longer tonight, but it's only 6:45 and it's already completely dark out. It's just wild to think that a little while ago it was 9 o'clock and still light out, and now it's like pitch black and it's not even 7 o'clock yet. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's been kind of a crazy one all over the place, but that's how farming is sometimes. So I'm super excited that our first string of cows are starting to calve. We finally got them spaced out a little bit better, so we've got a group of about 10 or so. They're going to be calving within the next month, and then a couple months after that we have another group of about 5 or 6 that are going to be calving. So it's much better spaced out this year, and then before you know it we'll start having dairy cows, and that will be another super exciting experience that I can't wait to share with you guys. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like and comment down below. Both of those things really do help us out a lot. Thank you guys so much as always for joining me. Keep it real, keep farming, and I'll see you guys in the next video.